Yes, a warm welcome and a very good evening to all our viewers, and welcome to another edition of Evening Review. My name is Philip Joseph, and I will be your host for tonight's edition. Joining us today is the Okahandja community activist, that is Setty Gariseb, joining us this evening. Thank you for making the time.
Yeah, good evening, viewers.
Yes.
Good evening, viewers. I'm Master Setty Gariseb from Okahandja.
Yes.
You just say. So I'm just saying good evening to the viewers.
Okay, Mr. Gariseb, again, just to thank you for making the time this evening. If you can maybe just take us a bit back and explain to us how and why this group was rather formed.
Yeah, you see, as the resident of Okahandja, I think the time of Honorable Natila Kokoses and former Minister Utoni, Erasus Utoni,
Yes.
is the time that we form up this group. But there were already people that were fighting for land things in Okahandja. And those when they get old, and then we decided let's just take over the fight from them. So we just come together as Okahandja community and we form the group.
Okay, I mean, lately there's been a lot of issues surrounding the town of Okahandja, from service land, to people fighting for land. We look at the well-being of the town itself. I mean, if you look at the graveyard, it has become a so-called alcohol hotspot in recent times. And as earlier today, I saw you guys gave an invitation to the various officers. That includes also the office of the Prime Minister. What exactly can we expect from the event that is set to take place on the 15th?
Yeah, we didn't want to take this extent, but then we decided as a community we have to visit this office of the Prime Minister, because we can remember that last year, October 2026, we have been inviting the Land Minister, Honorable James Sakwasa. He arrived there, and when Honorable James Sakwasa came, they just tell us in the big hall that he's not having a time. He will just give 5 people to speak. And the reason that we are inviting the officers is, if the people are inviting you to town, to come to town, then you must know there is a problem, and this problem must be solved. Because we cannot come from Okahandja to Windhoek and give a letter, and you just telling me 5 people must just talk. Then something is wrong, either at the ministry's office or either with the councillors. Because remember, we're just having 7 councillors. But if 50 people get up and say they're having a problem, the minister must find out what is the problem. So first of all, Honorable James Sakwas was supposed to go back to the community and ask, what is the problem? How do you go back to the community? You go back and check in the areas that people living in Okahandja. What is the problem? Why are people fighting about this? Why are people fighting about the land? Why are people fighting about the sanitators, about the sanitary that are just running around? Why are people fighting about the rubbish? So you're first supposed to find out that before you must talk to the officials. What to experience is that if we are calling the officials, they are sitting down first with the councillors, and then they are making their political strategy this, and they are doing this, and they are doing this. We are aware about, we know about that. We are not small kids anymore. That's why I said there was people that are already fighting for Okahandja, and now it's us. And even with this age of mine, I don't even have something to call home. I don't even have a light. You see, we are just having combustions, but there is no service lane.
Yes.
So those are the issues that we are challenging. So we decided this time we are going to invite the Prime Minister of the country, and if the Prime Minister were not able to make it that day, we will be waiting for him at the local authority of the municipality. What is so difficult to give the people land, to give the people service? Remember how many local councillors was there? We've got maybe this country is independent 35 years. But we are still facing the same problem in Okahandja. And Okahandja is a historical town. If you can check about Okahandja, it's a historical town. It cannot look like that. Right now, you also see there is a road that they built on the back weight. It is killing our town also. And those are the things. Now these cars, if they are passing through Okahandja, you'll just go and fill up in Chivaranko or in Gariseb. And what will happen with these businesses? Those are the things that we are having. Those are the challenges that we are having in Okahandja. We don't need to call them the Prime Minister. But if the local councillors that we elect doesn't want to listen and doesn't want to act, even the CEO was there for 5 years, but even the CEO, as we are talking right now, he's not living in Okahandja, he's living in Windhoek. Why is he living in Windhoek? You are supposed to live in Okahandja and feel the same pain that we are feeling there in Okahandja. You understand? And that's why he decided, no, let the Prime Minister come and check. Is the truth that the councillors are talking? Is it the truth that is of the communities the communities that are talking about Okahandja? Yeah, we are hearing every day they are giving budget. It's okay, you are giving a budget. But then a councillor in the CEO must have a strategy plan. If you go and ask how many CEOs was in Okahandja and what strategy plan did they use? Nothing. We can talk about now, they are talking, people are sitting at illegal in Okahandja. People are sitting at illegal. Those illegal people are the ones that are voting. But today they are illegal. But if you can talk about Honorable Valerie Arons, she even also build on the park, but nobody's touching her. But if we go and build at the land, then we are heading is illegal. It's illegal land. It's open space. Is what? We have been for $165. Up to now, we are not getting answers. We don't know what happened with that money. We don't even know the councillors. We know we vote, but you didn't even see the councillor come out and say, no, we're having a strategy plan like this, whatever and whatever. We're having a community hall in Okahandja because town is far. Come make the meetings at the community hall. Fix the community hall. Come make the meetings at the community hall so that you must know. We know different things of if you can talk about also about the directive of ECB, we know how the people must be charged at the electricity board or electricity of Senorate, but everything is just said. We're having the same issue with red spots. You are hearing people's money is riding off in the south, in the north, but not in Okahandja. Why? Why cannot Okahandja at least solve one thing per year? That's why I'm telling you that these people are not having a strategy plan for the town. They are just there to misuse our town, and we will stand that for again. People must know that this town of Okahandja, if the resident was not there, then the municipality was not supposed to make money to pay their workers. So that office belongs to us, and they must listen to us. We are the bosses, and they must listen to us what we want, and we must come around the table and see these are the issues and these are the problems. But these leaders that we are having, not only the councillors, also the senior leaders that are inside, the HRs, the finance manager, whatever. It's just chaos in Okahandja that is happening until the flea managers. If you can check, you see Okahandja is so very dirty, but we are seeing since I grew up, I'm seeing that these people are working every weekend overtime. But how can a town look like that if the people are working overtime in Okahandja? How can a town look like that? How did CEO sign off those overtime? So I'm just saying that this CEO must not be giving a second term because he's just there to kill our town, and we're not allowed to CEO to be given again a second term. If we are supposed to bring a strategy plan to us and tell us, now they're even reallocating the people. People must go now backwards to the Boas camps that side, next to the boundary wall where they build those people must be reallocated to that side. That's what I'm telling you. Those time of the white was better. Because today you can see those houses which was built with outside toilets, it was better. But when our own people take back, we start with gambashos, we start with fights, unnecessary fights. People are saving us, and it's only the residents that are wrong. What about the municipality? So that's why I'm saying, even the governor Susu there in Okahandja, but he cannot bring the solution. Now again, for other 5 years, we're like this. 2029, this again election, we must vote and just remain in the same issue of Okahandja. It doesn't make sense. That's why I was telling the people that this demonstration will be not like a normal demonstration. This demonstration of Okahandja is that if the Prime Minister is not coming, he can come and talk to his councillors, to his leaders. I know by myself, I know that Honorable James Sakwasa, I didn't vote for James Sakwasa. I vote for the president, and he was appointed by the president. But first of all, when you were supposed to come in Okahandja with this lot of issues, and if he's also driving to Katima Mulilo, he's passing through Okahandja, and he can see already what is the problem if you just pass there by $5, or if you just pass at the back road if you are driving to Katima Mulilo. You must already see what is the need of Okahandja. And I know this is not a new thing of Okahandja. So he, as a land minister, must come out and act against his councillors or act against those people so that this municipality must be closed down or used from Windhoek or from Ochivarango, because you're going to strike it like that end of the day. And those people are getting paid. If we decided in the town, we'll stop to pay the rates and taxes, how will they maintain? People are paying the dustbin, but they're not picking up the dustbin at one time. What that's telling you? But if you see after 3 weeks, 5 weeks, you are seeing that the mayor is pushing the big trolley of the food, the councillors are putting the big trolley of the food, but they have been paying from us. If we stop to buy water, if we stop to buy electricity, they will not be paid. Senorate side is also, Senorate is there. Senorate is ready to give the people power in the location, but the municipality, our councillors that is there, our kids that are there inside, They are blocking the people to come and give the service to the people. And we are sick and tired for that. That's why he decided, no, if the Prime Minister is not coming, and if the Prime Minister come, we cannot sit down and talk around the table. He must go in the areas and go and check. Then he will talk already with the problems there in the areas.
Okay, Mr. Gariseb, I mean, you've touched quite on a number of things there, but I also just want to ask, if we happen, let's say the town reaches a point where all of these issues fall on deaf ears, are there perhaps any alternative ways you guys are looking to make sure this thing is heard and it's addressed and it's implemented? I mean, like, just now you've spoken of what if we decide not to pay rates and taxes. Are those ways or paths you guys are looking at taking if these things do not reach the relevant offices or they do not act upon it?
Yeah. Those are the things that we are looking up to. But strategically, we are looking up to, because you must look to the good side and to the bad side of our time. But what we are trying to say is that if the Prime Minister will be there, or whatever from the big offices is there, they must first go and check the living condition of those people there, the councillors, the HRs, those people of the municipality, and even the workers of the municipality, the houses that they are staying in, and then they must come back and say the people that are paying rate and taxes, how they are staying. So they must first balance those things, but it will come to a pass that we will stop to pay the rate and taxes in Okahandja, because we are already influencing one another not to pay the rate and taxes in Okahandja. If these people think that office belongs to them, we will show them that without us they are nothing. So they must listen to us. They must bring back the garden town it is was. And I'm also telling the CEO or whoever that if he's the CEO of Okahandja and he's having Okahandja on his heart, he must stay in Okahandja, so that he must see, because we are sleeping in the sting waters there. I was even telling my people that if we are going to demonstrate that day, we must take along those water, those things, those rapids there to the municipality, so that they must see is how these people are living there.
Okay. Again, you've spoken about the mayor not being in town, and the CEO, pardon me. I'm trying to understand here. During his term, isn't there one time he properly sat with the community to say, look, let me listen and hear and see what can be done for the people? I mean, there must have been something he probably has done for the group to get to this point. I mean, it's really of a concern.
Really, to be honest, the CEO came in the previous councillor's time, and that CEO, as I'm talking now, go and ask him, where is Ocean number 2, or where is Small Stamp? He will not tell you. He never even came to the location. Never in his lifetime. Even with the past councillors, he never came on the ground and talked to the people. He was never there. We just meet that guy in the council's meetings. But to his people, to come back to the people. And then the one thing I'm also seeing is that I'm seeing that is this CEO, how can a councillor be bullied by the CEO? They are the ones that must tell the CEO, this must be done, if this is wrong, if this is right. So where is the town going now? The garden town. Now it's the rubbish town.
Yeah.
And you think I will feel good about my town, the town that I'm born in?
No.
I'm not a visitor. Did I a visitor, man? I was grown up.
Yeah.
That's why I will keep on fighting for that town. We'll keep on fighting for that town until we get a malleable solution. And I think with this demonstration, we'll get malleable solution.
Okay. Yeah. Indeed, Mr. Gariseb. But again, we will continue with this conversation further. For now, we will just have to go for a quick ad break. And to our viewers, do not go anywhere, and we will see you right after the break. Yes, viewers, welcome back. We are still joined by the Okahandja community activist, that is Setty Gariseb, who is touching on some of the concerns that were raised by the group. Pressing issue that you've stated that has been happening for quite some time now. But let's go on to the issue of land. I mean, I know for a fact that land has always been an issue, not only in Okahandja, but countrywide. But in terms of eviction, as of recent, is there perhaps people that have been forced or evicted out of their homes to relocate at new places that they feel isn't quite adequate?
Yeah, there are some areas that wanted to be activated. I will not finally touch on that one because we decided as Okahandja community, if they will not pick up Honorable Verelis Aaron, the former mayor of Okahandja's house, where he built at the back, then no one will be moved. First, if you want to move the people, they must first start with the leader, because you are leader and you think you are untouchable, will touch you. And then also, we also know some of the business guys that are having more than 5-6 plots, flats, and I don't know how do these guys get those things. Whether maybe they are buying out the councillors, maybe they are buying out the municipality officials, we don't know. But those are the reasons that if the people are coming on the ground, the leaders, that we're going to show and say, no, check, these flats belong to this guy. How did he get this plan? How did he get approval on this plan? Because the next people is not having a plan, and the people are telling you, no, you are sitting on not on the correct place, but the other businessman is on the correct place, but in the same area, in the same informal settlements. And if you can talk about the land allocation, is that the poor are the ones that are really struggling about the land, because this government, let me just mention, government doesn't care about his people, to be honest. Because as an activist, I can see he just care about the people during the election time, and they're just giving them breads, KFC. They go and vote. After voting for 5 days, they are quiet. But now we wake up and we know the strategy also, and we will be stand against that. All you want is that, just remember, you can see a location that is sitting there for more than 40 years. Washington number 1. Those guys, they don't even have yet ownership. Washington number 1, there is nobody having ownership. Then you go to Stam. It's also an area that is sitting a bit long. They don't even have ownerships. So most of the places or the locations, they're having names, but they don't have ownership. That's why you will just say after 3-4 years, they will be evicted. These people must go this way. But I will just tell the people that in Okahandja, there will be nobody that will be moved until they also move Valerie Arons. If they want to move somebody, then they must start with Honorable Valerie Aaron, because he also built on the wrong place. And we don't know even how did he get that land to build and who allocated that there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But is that issue been addressed before?
We are talking, and yeah. I think if the minister will also come, we'll also address that issue. And we also go and show the minister where did he build and who allocated there and how did he build. And also for the business guys, if you're having more than 10 plots, 15 flats, we also want to know how do you get those things. Yeah. People are also in other information, people are also paying $165 as a community. The reason was that why the people was paying that money is, I can remember the time of Honorable Natalia Twakosis. We decided and we say we can bring the kids from NAS. They can come and do the practice on the ground, the severe thing. We didn't say people must be relocated, because if you're allocating a person, you must first bring schools, hospitals, clinics, and houses there, then you can relocate a person. But now you are taking a person from where is living and taking a person of 1 kilo. It doesn't, that is not regulation. I will understand if you're regulating a person, if you're taking somebody from the river back out and put on a nice place, that one I'll understand. So we also want to know that the money was been fraud. Where is that money? Who told them to use that money? The money was been fraud by the community to bring the service. Mm-hmm. We came halfway. Where is the way of the municipality of Okahandja? To meet halfway most. So they were supposed to come halfway and decide, okay, with this money that the people pay, we can bring reholes for these 5 years. Now, and if you want to move somebody, they must be moved on the cost of the municipality. And that locations, if you're not supposed to be grab those locations, it was not supposed to stand as today's Vergenoeg, or as today's Stamstan, or as today's Arsikam, or as today's Ekundes what, or Ekundes what. Because of the human beings. Yeah, and also those people are also taxpayers. So maybe the people that are working in municipalities, from the cleaners up to the top class, They don't understand what does the community or the residents of the towns playing. That's why I'm telling you, if we stop to pay rate and taxes, there will be retrenches. And you can get service from Windhoek or from Ochivarango. We can close down that municipality if they're not going to cooperate with us. Easy like that. We'll stand together as Okahandja, as white and black. We'll stand down and tell the people that we are nonsense. You can see even sometimes there's water leakages in Okahandja. Now you are understanding if that pipe is best and you are calling the municipality. That money, if it raise up, that money for that is wasting there, then the street people must pay that money. How does it work like that? But you're calling the people to come and fix the things. Those are the issues that we are having in Okahandja. As I was also talking before, Okahandja guys, we also are monitoring them. Only in the weekends, holidays, is the time that these guys are working. So if these guys are working every weekends and every holidays, the town also supposed to look like that today. So CEO must come out and explain to us that why these guys are working every time and the town is looking like that it is looking today. If you're just having one truck that is must pick up the rubbish drums, a town like that, and you are buying a lot of buggies, so that the guys must chase around with those buggies, it doesn't make sense. Those what doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Mr. Gariseb, take us through. I mean, I've seen in the invite as well. You also mentioned of the 10 available ponds. I mean, maybe just to explain to our viewers also, were these ponds built in one go, or were they built at different stages to say, okay, this one is becoming or this one is experiencing overflow, is giving the municipality technical issues, we'll build another one, same problem again, we'll build another one, or was it just a thing of it being built on one go? Because I see you've mentioned that all these 10 ponds are just experiencing overflow.
Yeah, my brother, if you go to Fetestal, same problem of water. If you go to Noip, same problem. Nam water, same problem. You understand? Hero location, same problem. I don't know those pipes. It's all pipes. You understand? They are supposed to already have a strategy plan, as I was telling you, and start to take out those pipes and start to put new pipes in that will maybe stay for 40 years. But you are then still using those pipes that was used in 1982, 1981, 1983. Is still under the ground. You understand? There was also last time that there was a river back there in Okahandja, and then that pipe was burst in the river because that pipe is running through the water, and almost there was 2 weeks, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, there was no water in Okahandja. So they are supposed to build that water pipe on top of the bridge. You understand? Yeah, those are the things that they must look over in town. But as I'm telling you, I'm telling you today, and I'm telling the viewers that Okahandja team, with the councillors, with the CEOs, and with the workers of municipality, they are failures. And they will be failures. If you're not getting change in Okahandja, Okahandja will become like a village. Even Ochibunge that you're calling today Atas is better than Okahandja. Even Karipep is better. If you go to information library, you can see this way at least they can breathe. Now you want to tell me councillors' kids must sit down there in the house and play PlayStation where my kids are studying on the candles. It doesn't work like that. No. This country belongs to all of us, and we must eat from the cake. And if this is not happening, we must eat from the cake. Then there is a problem. And if the minister cannot solve this issue, Prime Minister, then we are going to the head of the state. We will continue to come to these offices until they will hit us, or until somebody must be arrested or somebody must be killed. We will not stop for our town. That is.
And again, you are very passionate on the issue of, you mentioned of the lady's name that built the house on the park, and that if a house is not removed or there is no explanation given, then the community will decide to stand strong and also not move from the land that has been taken for them to allocate. But in cases where, let's say, the government comes, an agreement is met, and they decide, no, this lady still stays where she is, what can we expect from the community? Because I know everyone basically might not be happy with that decision, but if it happens to get to that point, what then can we expect?
Yeah, that's what I was saying was first the top leaders must be punished. There must be a strategy. But if she's not, we are not blind, we are seeing.
Yeah.
My brother, we are not blind. We are seeing We are seeing things Okahandja. There is nobody that is blind. So as long as she is not moving, nobody will move. Even the people from RCK will not move. No one will move in Okahandja. No one will move because this land was given by God, not by the politician or not by whoever. This country belongs to us. Why only if you die you get your graveyard as your house? No, you must be back and forth, and the people, if they're in power, they must do whatever they want to do. It doesn't work like that, my brother. Okay. This law, where your rights begin, where your rights ends, begin my rights. It's like that.
Yeah. And again, just one last point before we conclude, Mr. Gariseb. Just on the issue of having a safe, clean environment, is there perhaps a point where the community came together and were like, look, I know the municipality is not helping us at all, as you've indicated, but as the community come together to say, look guys, let's at least try to clean up in this area here, or let's try to bring our part.
Yeah, you see, I think there was a strategy that time of Honorable Congo. There was a strategy. Let me say, for instance, maybe you are having smarties. So smarties, there must be a tender coming out, and that tender must just used by smarties people, and smarties people must be employed there. That is not working there. Clean up that area, and then maybe no way people must be employed. Give a tender by the municipality, and they must be responsible for that area. You understand? Those were the strategy things that the people was doing, but it didn't come to a pass. But as a community, we are really trying also to help the town. But if we're having those leaders that are just thinking about themselves, how will you meet halfway? So we must get rid of these top officials in the municipality. And whether they like it or not, it's not the house that one. If the community is having the problem, they must just leave the offices so that they must get people that want having the town on their heart, so that they must have people that can work for the town, people that can get up for the town. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Gariseb, you are quite a very passionate man. Seems that you carry the love and soul of the town. Hopefully, in the long run, these issues are met by the government. But again, thank you for making the time this evening. It was a pleasure having you. Yes. And to our viewers, that brings us to the end of our show tonight with me, your host, and the team. Good night.